Hey guys, Sean here again. Welcome back to my second vlog. So obviously my first one gave you a bit of a quick rundown on a bit of the journey I've been through, a bit of a background about my health and fitness, and this sort of new approach that I've gone down sort of with a holistic wellness approach, and how much has changed my life. And now what I really want to do over this journey is document and help you guys and help everyone to understand that certain things work for certain people, and this is what's working for me. I want to put that out there first. This stuff that I'll talk about is what works for me. I've done a lot of research, done a lot of experimenting on myself, spoken to a lot of people as well, done a lot of reading, and this is where I'm at with my journey. It's by no means a preaching if you have to try this, but it's certainly stuff that's been through my experience and helped me. So put up an Instagram story poll yesterday asking what people wanted to hear. So it's actually a 50-50 split between my weight loss story and the issues with that I had, and food and the food changes. So what I thought I'd do today, to make it more chronological order for everyone, is go through my weight loss issues, weight loss journey, and then issues associated with that and how I've sort of gone about fixing it. So firstly, a bit of a backstory. I delved into it a little bit last time, but I used to be 143 kilos, but prior to that, I was actually quite sporty. Played sort of state level soccer, pretty high level cricket. Really competitive. Youngest of three boys, super competitive. Loved sport, still love sport. But grew up in a sort of unhealthy home environment where food wasn't great, but I could get away with it when I was active and training every single day and studying and that sort of stuff and staying really active and focused. Had a few issues when I was going through my teen years. I basically broke my pelvis when I was 15 and did my back a few times as well. Basically blew out to 143 kilos, 143 kilos. Most people see those photos. You can see them on my Instagram if you check it out, and my Facebook, my before photos. I might even post them again so people can see where I've actually come from. Most people can't put the face to who I am because I actually look completely different, which is pretty cool, but also pretty embarrassing at the same time, pretty tough to look at. For me, it is a bit of a struggle for me to look at that. So I was also a size 44 pant, and that was on a stretchy pant, like it was size 32, 34 now. So you can imagine how much that's dropped. It's nearly a foot of size around my waist. That's come down a bit too. So that's a bit of the background for me. Those issues with weight caused me massive issues mentally. I had massive issues with depression. I had massive self-confidence issues, hated being in front of people, would never have done this, would never have spoken to randoms on a camera. And would never be owning studio. Just really, really introverted, became introverted, almost got stuck in my room at times with my depression and with my anxiety, and really, really struggled. Never, to be honest, with the weight loss, I never really had a light bulb moment. The biggest change for me was I actually went and lived in Canada with one of my good mates for 12 months, and we still ate crap, drank beer every night, partied, and all that sort of stuff. But then what ended up happening was I was shoveling snow and skiing every single day, because skiing is one of my true passions, and I love it. And I was shoveling snow for 10 hours straight a day and working every single day. I lost about 10 kilos, not even caring about my diet. I'm like, I feel a bit better, feel a bit healthier. So I came home from that and thought, you know what, I really want to get back into sport. I haven't played sport for years. I really want to try and see what I can do. And I started training, and I started training, and I started training, and I started training, and I trained. And if you haven't got the hint, I trained. But I had no idea what I was doing. Had absolutely no idea. I would spend hours in the gym, hours and hours and hours. I'd see results, because coming from 143 kilos and not moving at all, as soon as you start moving, it doesn't matter what you eat, you're going to start feeling better, start dropping a little bit of weight. But what my biggest problem was, and the biggest issue in my head was, I would reward myself with food. So I'd be good all week, and I didn't know what to do. And then I'd go, sweet, I've eaten well. I ate a whole pizza, have some chocolate, have some ice cream, and yada, yada, yada. And the cycle goes on. And got to that point where I hit a wall with my weight loss. So I was training, 3 to 4 hours a day, smashing my body, and I hit a wall, plateaued. Nothing else would drop. There was about that 125 sort of mark. So then I went, well, everyone's doing these shakes, and everyone's doing these pills, and everyone's doing these magic things, and these random diets, and this and that, and this and that, and all this artificial shit going into my body. Helped a little bit, drop a little bit of weight, go, sweet, I'm doing well, put it all back on. Because I'd stop, or I'd go on holidays, or I'd, again, reward myself with food and these fucking vicious cycle just kept going around and round and round and round in my head. And that made things worse in my head because I go, well, I'm fucking trying things. Why are they not working? And then it just got to the point where, I just didn't understand nutrition or anything like that. And I was training. At that point I was single. And then I met my now wife, Carissa. So we started dating. We got engaged. And we both trained a bit together. But then obviously getting ready for the wedding, it's, shred for the wedding. And we did that. We started doing personal training together. So the personal trainer we had, was a good coach. Was really good coach. Got us really good results. And showed us food. I still didn't understand the concept of food, but I just followed a meal plan. But that led to even more issues. So I trained even more, and then I would eat so restrictive. So I'll give you basically a rundown of what my day was like. Wake up at 5 a.m, go and train for 2 hours. Have breakfast on the way to school. When I was a high school teacher at the time, on the way to school. Eat nothing but protein all day at school and a little bit of salad. I would do sit-ups in the staff room because I was so focused on the goal for the wedding. School would finish, head back to the gym for at least 2 hours. That's 4 hours at least, sometimes 5. And do it all over again. And all over again. And all over again. And that then caused massive issues. And the biggest issue that causes and overtraining causes is a thing called cortisol. So we have this hormone in our body. It gets released from our adrenal glands. It's the fight or flight hormone, okay? Gives you that adrenaline kick. It's called cortisol. It's a stress hormone, okay? When we exercise, when we do things under stress, we release this hormone. My body was under so much constant stress and I didn't even understand why. It wouldn't go through my head why. So these issues of I've just got to look and feel good overthrew everything, every logical part of my brain that said you need to have a rest. What this does, guys, is it causes the cortisol to rise. If you're tired and even if you sleep well, you feel unrested when you wake up. So completely sleepy, you're moody, anxious, struggling, agitated, that sort of stuff. And I got down to, with this training, guys, I'm not going to lie, it worked. I got down to 8% body fat and I had a six-pack except for right at my belly button. So I had a six-pack everywhere. I was lean, I had muscles, I had veins in my arms, but I always had a belly. And belly fat, that little pudgy belly, is a massive sign of cortisol stress and cortisol levels. And that was what killed me. That's what really struggled with me. I had zero balance in my life. And what really turned it around was, you know what? Nothing. We then went overseas on our holiday for our honeymoon. And in 6 weeks in America, I put back on 15 kilos. Because I had no idea what I was doing. So what I've now done is I've learnt through research, through experimenting on myself, smashing yourself in the gym over and over and over doesn't work. You need to work out what your ROI is, what your return on investment is. So one of the biggest lessons I've learned is firstly, and this is the psychology of it, weight is irrelevant. No one cares. Don't care about it. It's stupid. It's rubbish. If you're happy and content at your weight, whatever that is, perfect. Okay? Obviously, there can be health issues with weight, but in terms of overall, you look at elite athletes are considered obese because their weight is too high. Let's face it, they're probably not obese. Okay? I actually do not give a shit about weight. I don't weigh myself at all. Don't own a pair of scales. Don't care. Just don't do it. It's just, whenever you're focusing on a weight number, no matter what happens, you're going to be in a negative headspace because your body and your weight fluctuates so much. Particularly in women, more so than men. Women, you've got a thing called the cycle. Your weight is going to fucking go up and down. Your craving is going to go fucking up and down. And if you're so focused on that number on the scale, all you're going to do is want to freaking bash your head in because you're depriving yourself of things. Stop depriving yourself and live a balanced life, okay? The biggest thing that, another massive thing that I've learned over time is more is not better, okay? As I said, I used to smash myself in the gym 4 to 5 hours a day, deprive myself of food to get to a goal. I don't do that anymore. I might train an hour and a half if I do an extra weight session a day. Gets me going, keeps me going. The reason for that is I get better results and I get good results because my return on investment, that's the way I look at things now, is return on investment. What are you getting by this time? Are you wasting 3/4 of your free time with your family just to try and look good? Or are you going to spend time with your family, feel good, look good by doing it in 45 minutes? That's the way I think now. I run a business. We've got a 7-month-old. We've got no family around to help with that 7-month-old, so we're flat out. I need to get my training in before Teddy wakes up and let Chris sleep in a little bit too. And then I go and train. I come and run my business. That's the way I do it. I don't get enjoyment from doing hours and hours and hours in the gym. Like, it's just not worth it. Another thing that I've really learned, and I really want you to know this and take this on board, is there's no such thing as one size fits all. You jump on social media and everyone's doing this, everyone's taking this shake, everyone's doing this meal plan, everyone's doing that. When I talk about a holistic approach, this works for me. And I'm going to go into my food and the changes I've made because they make me feel good. Everyone's different. I've tried multiple meal plans. I've tried different things. I know people that can get away with eating whatever they want and training half an hour a day. That's their body. Awesome. Congratulations. Kind of jealous, but congratulations. So one size does not fit all. Okay, you have to find what works for you, and you have to try things, and you have to experiment, and you have to be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your body. Listen to your body. Weight loss can have massive issues if you focus too much on the big goal. If you take anything away from this video, what I want you to take away is have a macro goal, so have a big goal. So it might be, I want to lose 20 kilos, or I want to lose 3 dress sizes, or I want to have a 6-pack, whatever it might be by summer, whatever it might be. That's cool. Have a big goal. Big goals are good. But don't focus on the macro or the big, focus on the micro. Once you've got this goal in place, you need to be thinking micro, small level, daily, 24-hour habits that are going to get you to that goal. That's why you might have seen on my Instagram, I took a photo of the goals. I'm about to sit down and do my month's goals for this month. Every single day. Okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that every single day. And then some days it doesn't quite work. But if you have this idea of owning every single day, focusing on optimizing every single day, the big goals just look after themselves because the little steps take place. And you don't stress, you don't fret about it. There's no more, oh my God, I've ruined everything. It's, okay, cool. 24 hours. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? And you focus on the now and not the future. Micro, not macro. That's what I want to leave with you guys. Please comment below. Please ask questions. I would love to, have chats with people. I'm more than happy to help out. As I said, this is just a bit of a guide of what I went through. Weight loss is hard. It's a very stressful thing, and it's a lot harder up here than people realize. A lot of people just go, I just go for a run, you'll be right. A lot more to it than that. A lot more negatives to it than that as well. And society has this idea of how we have to look. You don't have to look like that, guys. I don't look like that. I'm a studio owner, and I'm not 3% body fat and fitness model. I'm who I am. I know where I am in my life and I know my strengths, and I want you to get to that point too. And that's part of wellness, and that's part of this journey, is knowing and understanding exactly where you are. And just be grateful for where you are. Just find things you're happy with, find things you're positive with, When you go and train, or when you eat, say, I'm stoked I got to eat a really good healthy meal, or I'm stoked I got to do my first push-up today. Whatever it is, find something to be happy about, and don't go, I'm in the gym with someone, they're lifting this and I'm doing this. So it doesn't matter. Or they're in the studio and they got this and I got that. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter at all. It matters. You're on your journey, your personal journey. Focus on that. As I said, guys, please comment, ask questions, and the next vlog I'll be doing will be about the food changes I've made in the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks that have really kicked my mental state and my health in gear. So tune in for that. Please tag people if you know someone that wants to hear this or needs to hear this. Please tag. I don't know, it's gone a little bit long. It's been about 13, 14 minutes, but I'm really glad you listened. And I just love sharing my journey because I know what it's like. And it's definitely not where I thought I'd be 5, 6 years ago, but I'm really happy, and I wanted to share that, things can change in life and you can find your happy place. Peace out, guys.